Unleash the full potential of your business with Microsoft 365 platform. In this video, we're going to show you how to maximize your 365 investment with the use of business applications using a platform as a service architecture. If you're watching this video, chances are your organization has already invested in Microsoft 365 as your core productivity and infrastructure platform, literally covering all aspects of productivity and collaboration capabilities that your organization needs. Extending from your Office applications with MS Office and Office 365 to collaboration with Teams, SharePoint, and other things, file storage and document management, task tracking, projects. And the real question here, though, is what about business applications? The core of the processes that run your organization. What is your strategy for those business applications, and how does it relate to your investment on Microsoft 365? When we look at options for application architecture, there's really two ways you can go. You can use software as a service, which many organizations do today. That's where a vendor is providing a cloud. You don't even run anything in your organization. It's actually run in a vendor cloud. And that vendor has built up many of the different infrastructure capabilities that are needed to run that application. Many of those capabilities are the same or redundant to Microsoft 365 capabilities. And another main difference here is that you are running in a shared vendor cloud. First of all, it's not in your cloud. You're not in control of it. It's in a third-party cloud. The second part of this is you are one of many organizations leveraging the application. So the flexibility to actually meet your specific requirements is not there because you have to actually meld in with all the other requirements of many organizations using the application in that cloud. And there happens to be a lot of work done for that application in the infrastructure. Now, when we look at a second option, and that is platform as a service instead of software as a service, what this is actually leveraging a platform to then build and run your applications. And being that you're a Microsoft 365 customer, it makes sense to take a look at the Microsoft 365 cloud. And the difference here is that, number one, they've already built all the common infrastructure underneath that you'll need to run this application. As a vendor, building applications on top of it in PaaS, we only have to worry about building the application and not building all the underlying capabilities for processes and dashboards and data models and databases and so on. All that's done. And the other key thing is this is your Microsoft 365 cloud. It's your cloud. You're in control of it. You're not running your data and your applications on a third-party cloud that you're not in control of. So you have some common capabilities for security and other things that are there. And most importantly, it's only your organization that's actually using the applications. So let's just take a look at the choices here. Now, with SaaS, or software as a service, in reality, each application has their own cloud and their own infrastructure underneath, which it's fine if you're using one application, but if you're using many different applications from different vendors, that can be a real problem. And in fact, what you're doing is redundantly paying for all this infrastructure underneath the applications over and over again. So one of the key issues is application cost. Almost always, these applications have a higher cost than a platform as a service application because the vendor must build the infrastructure and the application, and they must host the shared cloud environment. That's already being done by Microsoft in a platform as a service. More complexity for IT and for business users, having to manage multiple security models, data models, workflows done in different ways. User interfaces are all different. It really raises both IT and business user productivity cost. A real problem, and it's underneath the covers, is fractured security, higher cost, multiple sign-ons for users. And you must trust that the vendor cloud is secure. If we take a look at a lot of the hacking and things that have gone on, it's not been with a large organization like Microsoft, it's been with smaller vendor clouds. There's compatibility issues. How does data and how do you integrate across these different applications? And also inconsistent support for mobile devices and other devices as well. And how do you integrate with some of your productivity apps like Office 365 email and Teams and chat and all of that? Overall, what we find is that while an individual application may be able to come up quickly in a SaaS environment, overall it's lower productivity across the organization because of the different splintered applications you have out there. And you really have no unified platform for a consistent user interface, ways to collaborate, document management, task tracking is all separate. And it impacts productivity and also training new hires and so on. And the real problem here is your business data, your critical business data and content are scattered across multiple clouds. And clouds that are shared with many, many different organizations. So this is what is a real issue. It's actually got a name in some cases, shadow IT, where many business units are going out and getting these applications without thinking about the overall impact on the organization. And what eventually happens, if this keeps on going, is it can eventually result in what is being called software as a service chaos. Everything's all over the place, hard to manage, and so on. So let's take a look at the platform as a service option for your applications. And we'll look at specifically applications on Microsoft 365, since that's really what you've already invested in. Microsoft 365 has the Intelligent Business Applications platform. This is a platform that brings together all of the capabilities of Office 365 and merges them so that when you build an application on the platform, there's a lot of common uses of infrastructure for business process with Power Automate, Power Apps for dashboards, Power BI. Under the covers, key thing is you're using Active Directory as your security. It's got common connectors and gateways to hundreds of different applications. So even outside of, if you're using SaaS applications and so on, there may be gateways to it as well. And of course, you can't go 100% platform as a service, but if you focus on looking at that as a first option when you're looking at new applications, that's going to make life a lot easier too. So overall, what we see is you can leverage the powerful platform you already have. It's going to be lower cost because the vendors only need to focus on building the logic application and not the entire platform underneath it, which that's what SaaS vendors have to do. It's more secure and lower risk because it's all going through your tenant on Microsoft 365. It's a single security model in a private cloud. It's less complex. One IT administration model, a consistent user access, and it can integrate, leveraging things like an intranet or an employee hub. The other thing too is it's extremely flexible. Since you're the only one using this, you can build applications or have applications customized to your specific needs. You can leverage the connectors and power user tools as well. So overall, there's a lot of benefits to looking at a platform as a service solution. And here at SP Marketplace, this is exactly what we've done. We have built a set of out-of-the-box solutions which can integrate, but you can also purchase them separately, that provide business application functionality on top of Microsoft 365 and leveraging the intelligent business platform that it provides. We provide a number of solutions such as IT help desk, facility work orders, safety incidents and safety EHS management, a CRM, customer service. Also, you can actually bring in generic departments as part of an employee hub. We have Doc Central, policy management, contract management, and another number of other things that have been built on the 365 platform. And what this does is it starts to provide you an integrated workplace structure, which uses a consistent approach for user experience, leveraging communications capabilities with Outlook and Teams, and leveraging doc and file structures in a common way, even providing internal service request systems in a common approach. And this is much easier for your employees to use and less complex for your IT group to administer. So a little bit about how they're built. They are actually built as SharePoint sites. They are out-of-the-box ready applications. Each one of them is a SharePoint site that runs in SharePoint, Teams, and leverages the Power Platform. They are native no-code solutions, so we are actually leveraging that intelligent business application platform in building these. That means that, number one, changes and customizations can be done much faster, and your own people, especially power users, can tweak it and change it to what their specific requirements are. So these are out-of-the-box ready applications, but they are in essence either can be used as a full application or as a 90% template to get to what you want to. They are 100% customizable using the Power Platform capabilities, and they are also supported just like a SaaS application for future change. So we update them on a regular basis, and we do an update in place, and we actually can go in and take advantage of new Microsoft capabilities on the platform, and you get that as part of the subscription of using these products. They can also integrate across with any in-house built products using the Power Platform as well. So when we look at how can you maximize, your investment in Microsoft 365, it's really all about looking beyond just the productivity tool it provides and into what your business application architecture is. And the bottom line here is you're going to maximize your current technology investment much more. You're going to drive productivity because everything is consistent and it's built into what's already being used in your Office productivity suite. It's going to simplify IT administration greatly and lower the risk of cyber attacks and so on because you're on a unified platform, which is Microsoft 365. You're going to drive collaboration and improve performance because it seamlessly integrates with all those tools and productivity capabilities on Microsoft 365 because it's part of it. And you're going to gain control and flexibility over SaaS applications by running them in your 365 tenant. You can learn more about why you should take a look at SP Marketplace applications on spmarketplace.com.